Hey everybody, welcome back to the 2KJ show. Today, I have a very, very special episode for you guys. In fact, I even did some research and I think that it's necessary. We're going to get to this in a second, but yesterday, one of the most historic debates I've ever seen took place. And I did my research. I remember back in AP US history where I had to go over the transcripts of the Lincoln Douglas debates. I remember having to go over the Nixon Kennedy debates and how there was such a difference between the video representation on television and the audio representation on the radio. And now we're here. How did we get here again? I called it historic a second ago. The reason I call it historic because it's historically bad. It's historically depressing. It's historically shameful for our country. And I just have a question. Can we please get rid of this two-party system? Can we please do it now? Because I've been saying it for the longest time that the two-party system is essentially a monopoly on corruption. A way that they could be as stagnant and as unhelpful to the American public without ever having to do anything for you. The only thing that they have to do is convince you that they don't have to do enough. Convince you that I'm better than the other guy and then do absolutely nothing after you get the place in office. Now this is sickening. This is sad. It's terrible, but I honestly believe that this is the outcome that we deserve for not acting quicker once we saw that these were going to be our inevitable candidates. I'm not saying Joe Biden's a bad guy. Nor am I saying Trump is evil inherently. I think they're both just completely out of their depth. And the fact that I would never even allow these two men to run the Popeyes in my city. The fact that they are in competition to be the president of the free world scares the living daylights out of me. And I can't believe this is our choice. I can't believe these are the two individuals that we have deemed as the best that we have. Think about what that says to our children. Think about what that says to our families, our loved ones, those who come after us and those who come after them. That we had a choice between this guy and this guy. And we decided instead of picking two candidates or far more than two, which we should have been picking for a long time now, why the hell do we only have two parties? There's nothing in the Constitution that says there can only be two political parties. So why have we allowed them to monopolize this? Why have we allowed them to destroy our democracy with their constant bickering and playful pettiness? And then at the end of the day, behind closed doors, they're probably laughing with each other, making deals, making millions and millions of dollars, breaking away from their taxes and not even having to do a single thing for the American people. Yeah, I'm in my bag today. But you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. What I'm even more mad at is the fact that these individuals will continue, people online will continue to tout these people as if they're somehow logical choices for president. As in, like, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, these guys are just the best options that we have available. In what world are these two the best options we have available? Let me ask you a question. If Oprah was on the ballot in November, wouldn't you vote for her over these two morons? How about this? If The Rock someone who has no political experience at all, was on the ballot, at least he can form a coherent sentence. At least I believe what he says when he speaks. I don't believe anything these two say. Because I know who Joe Biden is and I know who Donald Trump is. I don't think at any point they have delineated from their character. We know exactly what they stand for. And at this point, I'm done. I don't want to participate in this charade. I'm going to vote, but I don't want to participate. I remember in university they told me multiple times, like, that we are going to be the future, and the decisions we make are going to affect the future of this country. Now, when they told me that, I never even imagined that this was what the hell they were talking about. That these two individuals would be the choices that I had to make. Between these two, there's no third option, there's no fourth option. And I remember everyone was heated at Kanye for saying that he wanted to run independently. Because I'm like, why aren't there more people running independently? Oh, right, because the media will slander anybody if they try to run for president independently. If someone has any new ideas or if anybody wants to change the way things work, no, you can't do that. How dare you try to be a visionary? How dare you try to disrupt the two-party system that's monopolized by the Wall Street, like 1%. How dare you try to disrupt the status quo? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm still ranting. Let me get on to something more lighthearted. Oh, come on. How did they lose that bad, man? How did Miami lose to the Lakers this bad? Everything I've said about basketball, everything I believe about basketball is what the Miami team is. But the Lakers have something that Miami doesn't have. The Lakers have star power. And the Lakers have a storyline. The Lakers have LeBron James. Lakers have Anthony Davis. Lakers have something that they're fighting for. After the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant, this is the story that the league needs. LeBron needs his fourth ring. AD needs his first ring. Dwight Howard needs his first ring. Rondo needs his second ring. All of these players need this to happen. And I just believe that the Heat play better basketball than the Lakers. But at the same time, it's just game one. At the same time, everybody can say whatever they want to say. I still think that the Lakers are going to win this series, but I feel like the Heat are going to put up a fight. I really do believe that. Even after tonight, with the most heartbreaking defeat that you could ever see happen to the underdog team, I still think they have a chance at this. I know it sounds naive, and I know it sounds like wishful thinking, but to be completely real with you people, my friends, my family out there listening, I think that this could actually be a series worth watching. Everyone I'm talking to says it's not. Everyone that I've heard from has told me that I'm foolish for even believing that this series will go 5 games. But I don't know, man. There's something's not right here. But we'll see in the next game. Foolish, man. Just foolish. For me to even believe that these two people would even have the amount of foresight to see that this entire debate was going to turn the public against them And now that the public can clearly see who these people are, maybe, just maybe, we might be able to affect some sort of change. You guys can have your election in November. But I'm just asking, after that, can we please, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, the American public, can we please re-examine how we do this? Because this is not a good outcome for anybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Latino, from any race, denomination, or religion. I don't care what your creed is. You cannot be happy with this. You shouldn't be happy with this. And back to basketball for one more second. How the hell are you happy with this? Is this the finals that you wanted? Is this what you're proud of? I don't know, man. I don't know. But back to the debate. I can show how naive I am. Because before the debate started, this was my status on Facebook. This is like the Super Bowl for us political science graduates. Listen to how much youth is in my tone. My tone has so much youth in it, and it seems so hopeful. And then, an hour into the debate, we're all screwed. And that basically sums it up. That sums up my debate night. And we have more. Oh, God, help us all. Please, y'all. Please, 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 please. Think about your decision. Think about the choices that you made. The world is in your hands. Be very, very, very careful. Thanks for watching. I love y'all.